Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's session, which is particularly about peace within. So Dira and I are presenting. And I don't know about you, Dira, but I'm feeling quite jangled, which is funny because if the session tonight is about peace. So I've got myself a foot soak. I'm going to put my feet in a foot soak bowl and I'll hand over to you, Dira.
Yes, thank you, Philippa. So today we're going to do a foot soaking, and this is going to be a general foot soaking. Philippa will discuss later the qualities or how to get more in peace with yourself. And so let's start with the foot soaking. And in the foot soaking, I will also focus more on the affirmations. So we're going to start with if you have your foot soak ready, your tub with water, can be warm water if you're more left-sided, or cold if you're more right-sided, and some salt, a small towel so that you can dry your feet at the end, and a bottle of water to rinse your feet. So we're going to start with raising our Kundalini, and put the left hand like this, and the right hand goes around it, and you start at your Muladhara. So that's the lowest chakra, and with full attention, the right goes around the left hand. And at the end, you tip your head over and you give one nod. And you do it now for the second time. And now we're going to do two nods, because we have for the two channels. 1, 2. Best to tip your head and to watch what you're doing. So now the third time is going to raise our Kundalini with full attention, very slow. And now we're going to do 3 nods for 3 channels. 1 plus 2, and this 3. And now we're going to give ourselves a bandhan. And because we have 7 chakras, we're going to do 7 times. We're going to put our left hand like this, the right hand goes on top, and we're going to follow the shoulders and your body over your sahasrara, and at the same height we're going to end, and we're going back where we started. So that's 1, like a rainbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so now we have the tub in front of us, and we're going to give it a bandhan. So we're going to bless the water, let's say. And we're going to do that clockwise, just above the water. And we can say, so the mantras is not something we're going to start with, but we can just ask Mother Water, please clear our channels, and please take away all the heaviness in our chakras with this foot soak. Going to do at least 7 times around it, because now we got our self-realization, and vibration comes out of our hands. So we vibrate the water, and the water is now a good source to take out all the heaviness in our channels and chakras. So now we can put both our feet into the water with both our hands open like this. So every time we meditate, best is to close our eyes and go inside. And when you go inside, then you can focus more on what's happening within you. This is a good moment to check your chakras, like which chakra feels out of balance. How am I feeling? Without too much thinking or analyzing. And with the hands open like this to receive all the vibrations. And attention on our Sahasrara. So that we go beyond our thoughts. We are not distracted because of what's happening around us. But we are just completely with ourselves. And we try to feel our spirit inside. It's like sitting down with our own spirit. When you connect with your spirit, most of the time, hardly any time, most of the time, it's always happy actually. It's always satisfied. Our spirit is always very calm and joyful. Instead of asking, how do I feel? Because then your ego and superego comes up with all kind of answers and analysis. When you just go to your spirit and you close your eyes, you will notice that suddenly you feel joy and satisfied. So now we can put our left hand towards Mother Earth. And we can focus on our left Muladhara. So this is quite a routine actually, but also not, because every time you're in thoughtless awareness, there's not really a routine. So if you focus on your left Muladhara, you ask Mother Kundalini, please give me joy, innocence, Mother Kundalini, I desire joy. As joy has no duality, I am not interested in concepts like happiness or sorrow, because there's always a downside or an upside. And this swing is not something I want to be in. Just want to be joy in this bliss. Mother Kundalini, please give me joy and innocence. So now we can put our left hand back on our lap, and the right hand goes to the ether, to up to the sky. And this way we use the element of the ether to clear our right channel. Mother Kundalini, I do nothing. Mother Kundalini, you are the doer and the enjoyer. I completely surrender to you. I fully trust that you know where am I out of balance, which channel on the right needs to be cleared. Mother Kundalini, I fully surrender to you. Now we can put both our hands back on our lap, and we can use the left hand and go to the center and raise our Kundalini, as you know, as you've done before, a couple of times from your Muladhara to your Sahasrara, just to feel more vibrations. You'll feel there's vibrations, there are many movements, many vibrations going up every time you raise your Kundalini. It's not really that I am raising the Kundalini. The Kundalini just just does it by itself, and it decides when or when it doesn't rise. And we just have to completely surrender to it. Now you can check your hands. What do you feel on your hands? Do you feel more vibrations than before? Than before you didn't raise your Kundalini? Now you can go to the left nabi. I am satisfied. Just press a little bit. I am satisfied. I am peace. I am a generous person. I am satisfied. I am peace. I am generous person. Mother Kundalini, please give me those qualities. Please help me to establish those qualities in me. I completely surrender to your doing. Now you can go to your left nabi or right nabi, and Mother Kundalini, please give me dignity. Please solve all my money problems. Please solve all my family's problems and all the worries that I have. Mother Kundalini, please take care of my well-being. I completely surrender to your doing. And now we can go to the Vishuddhi, the left Vishuddhi, which is always very much blocked in the West. And this Vishuddhi, or this chakra, It's just where your neck and your shoulder comes together. And you will say a few times with all sincerity, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. How can I be guilty if I am the spirit? Spirit is never guilty. So I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, please take away all the heaviness that in my Vishuddhi chakra that is caused by my guilt. Please take away all the heaviness in my Vishuddhi. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Okay. And you can massage your left Vishuddhi. You can even give it a bandhan if you know this already. So it's clockwise from yourself. And you offer the heaviness to the water or to Mother Earth. Or you can massage it and offer the heaviness to Mother Earth or the water. Now you can go with your hand in front of on your ajna, and you say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive myself, and I forgive everyone. I forgive myself, and I forgive everyone. Mother Kundalini, please establish the quality of thoughtless awareness. Please establish the quality of forgiveness. We can now put both our hands on our lap and just take a few moments with all attention on our Sahasrara. Then raise the Kundalini a few times before we close or rinse our feet with the water. Now we can wash our feet with the water that we prepared. So because we have limited time, best is to put the foot soak aside so you're not bothered by the water. And we will now watch a talk of Shri Mataji and about the topic for today, that is peace. And then Philippa will do the second part.
He must have a cozy, beautiful, cozy, again I say cozy house. Cozy doesn't mean like a hospital. Anything drops, you feel frightened. Oh my God, then we pick it up. Cozy means where you are comfortable. It's all right. In the house, in the home, if somebody comes and stays, then if little bit is here and there, doesn't matter, then you put it right. But that doesn't mean a lousy house also. It should not be taken as a lousy house, but a house which is inviting. When people come in, you give them a place to sit down and make them enjoy. It's not done in India, at least I don't know. So far we are now quite getting westernized, that anybody drops something on the carpet, we'll never clean it in their presence because it's very bad manners. Carpet is not important than the guest, is it? Or if you break something, say a glass, they may say, very good, something has gone out, some bad thing has gone out. Or a thermometer is broken, we say the same thing. All these things happen. In a way, just to see how far we are open-hearted. Or to suggest to you that something is going wrong. If something falls off, just see what's going on in your brain. What are you thinking? Is there something funny you are thinking about somebody, or something wrong you are thinking? Then it's happening. Otherwise, everything is nice and smooth. So another conditioning we have, which is a very, very funny conditioning. Either we'll have the lousiest of lousiest houses, or we'll have houses which will be just like hospitals. Even a rat would not enter there, leave alone human beings. They'll polish all the brass, they'll polish everything. Husband, wife will fight on that. They'll have divorces for it. But not even a rat will enter that house. I have seen many houses like that. And I've seen the other way around also, those that are lousiest, where there's no garden, there are no flowers, nothing beautiful. So we have to be not to this extreme or that extreme, but something that will give joy to others, to visitors, to people who come to your house, will soothe the sick. People should feel happy to come to your house. So there's no showing off. Not to show off, but to make them comfortable and very happy. You can do lots of things, very interesting things, if you have the Lakshmi principle in you. I met once a Chinese gentleman, in a very, very beautiful house, everything, and he was so interesting. It made the house very interestingly, very nice, very beautiful. And you didn't feel any aggression at all in that house. So, I saw his dining room done with very good, beautiful green marble and white lights. I said, must be quite expensive. No, that's the beauty. It's very cheap. You know how I did it cheaply. All the time he was telling me how he did things cheaply, means he's never showed off it's expensive. But a person who's aggressive will say, oh, you know, this one I got it for so much, so much, so much. But a person who wants to give you joy says, no, I do it so cheap you won't believe, for a song. That's the sign of a person who wants to give joy to his guests. He'll never try to say that it's very expensive, I spent so much money, this is so, this, that. This is showing off. And then ultimately if it's very good 3 times, then it's yours. Have it. Of course you can't give the floor, the rest of it you can take. That's what it is. A personality which is joy-giving. Like a lotus, as I have told you before also, a beetle comes, a black beetle with horrible thorny legs, and enters into this lotus for sleeping in the night, you see. And the lotus closes down, its coziness on it, and it sleeps very comfortably. And then next day it opens out, so it flies out. That's how your homes, your ashrams, your hearts should be. Beautiful. So that anybody can feel that soothing and that comforting feeling when they are in your company. But not a person who was reactionary. Like you go to somebody's house and immediately say, I don't like this carpet. Says it's bad manners, absolute bad manners to say like that. To say that I don't like it is bad manners for Sahaja Yoga. Any music you hear, supposing there's a musician who could be of a very high level, could be of a very ordinary level. You should be able to enjoy everything. Otherwise you are not a Sahaja Yogi. If you are going to criticize a musician, that, oh God, what a musician, he's no good, this, that, then he's not going to improve. But if you encourage the musician, oh, you're very good, you're very great, he'll play much better next time, you see that. There's no falsehood about it. Some people think it's not honest. But this kind of useless, absolutely fatal kind of honesty is not wanted in Sahaja Yoga. You be honest to yourself, and there's no need to tell anybody your opinion very honestly. Keep it to yourself, all these honest opinions, and direct towards yourself. Like you see somebody. Honestly, you want to tell him that he's wearing a funny dress. Honestly. You better look at yourself. What sort of a dress you're wearing, and what business you've got to tell him that he's wearing funny. On the contrary, say, this is very nice, I like it, it's very nice, it's good, nice one. They say, no, but he'll say that, no, not so good, yours is nice. Oh, you can get this very cheaply. You see, very cheaply. I'll tell you from where you can. Or you can have it if you like. I can take yours, you take mine. So the basic subtle point is that with your love, you are encouraging everyone. You are helping everyone. You are creating a confidence in him, his personality. And a kind of a rapport which is very subtle. So, a lotus is born in the pond, which is so dirty, filthy, full of worms, everything, like as we see the world is today. But the lotus covers, which is fragrance, the whole of that pond, and covers it up completely, and you forget to think what is behind it. It has very big leaves, you see, like the ears of the elephant, and that covers the whole thing. So you don't see any filth or dirt. What you see is beautiful green big leaves. Sometimes they are like a thali, like a big thali that we use for eating. And then all these things are covered with it. There's no honesty about it. They could say, why should we be honest? Let's see all the worms and the filth going about. But the honesty lies in honestly understanding what is your job as Sahaja Yogi is. You are not there to point out the bad points, but you are there to cover all the bad points, all the loopholes with your love. That's your job. And there you have to be honest. Sense of honesty, the way it is accepted these days, it has created only cheats and thugs and thieves. Even a thief can be won over. You can. I'll give you an example. I met one boy in Delhi market. Poor thing, he was all wounded, he was suffering, so I brought him in the car home. So in the family, my brother and my husband both got very worried. He said, who is this brother-in-law you brought it? I said, he's my nephew, all right, let it be, doesn't matter. Whatever you say, I'll keep him. So I looked after him, I treated him, he got all right. These two persons got after him. You could send him to the police, send him to the police. This, I said, try, let us see. He's a good man, he'll be all right. No, send him to the police. Might have been, I don't know, might have been. And they were after his life. Till 10 days he was all right, I soothed him that. After 10th day, he was so fed up with these two persons, he ran away. And he ran away with what, do you know? He ran away with all the things that belonged to my brother and my husband. And he left my necklaces, my watches, everything nicely. He didn't touch them. He didn't touch them. So he just ran away. And imagine he left, I had a necklace, a very nice, beautiful, expensive necklace, I should say, given by my mother. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch anything. And he took away whatever was possible from their purse, from their things, whatever were left, everything he took away. Now I said, now go to the police. What? So, this is how one has to know that the honesty is for yourself, not for others. Don't try to be honest with others. Be honest to yourself. Keep that honesty to yourself, because maybe it's rational and maybe that it is just a matter of habit that you are trying to hurt others. So first check on your mind and find out if you are trying to hurt others or you are trying to please others. Otherwise don't talk, just keep quiet. If you are going to say something to please others, talk, otherwise just don't talk. And you'll be surprised. When you say nice things to others, how niceness comes to you. Like supposing somebody comes and tells me that, mother, he's very bad, he's troubled me so much, this thing, that thing. I don't like him. So I tell him, no, he was praising you a lot. He's not honest, but I tell him. He was praising you, he was so much in love with you, he's so kind to you, he was telling me he loves you very much. I said, really? Yeah, he did say. Next day you find them going together.
So now you can open your eyes just a little and we'll show you the slide. Because this evening we're talking particularly about the Nabi chakra. And the Nabi chakra is at the level of the waist. So if I stand up, I'll show you here. And the whole of the Nabi is really about evolution and balance. And you could say in a way righteousness, like integrity. But today we're focusing on the left Nabi. And the left Nabi is about peace. So we can put the right hand, oh, there it is. So the whole of the Nabi, which is number 3 in the chart. It's about our spiritual evolution and balance and peace. And also dignity. On the right-hand side, it's dignity, when you're a dignified person. Okay, so now we can just meditate to a photograph of Shri Mataji, but just put the right hand for the moment onto the left-hand side of the tummy. And we already said the affirmation. Mother, by your grace, I am peaceful. By your grace, I am satisfied. By your grace, I am a generous person. And I'm just going to make a sound, Om Shanti. And then we will sit in silent meditation until we raise Kundalini and put on a bandhan. But before I say Om Shanti, I find that if we have any thoughts, to just say, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. Because first we have to be at peace with ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves before we can be at peace with others and forgive others. So now you can just put your right hand back on your lap and just say inside silently, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now just enjoy the vibration. And if you need to, with your right hand, just raise the Kundalini to help bring the awareness to the Sahasrara. And if you feel heat on your hands, it's sometimes quite useful to just wipe, literally, just wipe your hands and offer any heat to the ground. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Mother Kundalini, let me feel cool vibrations of peace across my hands. By your grace, I am peaceful. By your grace, I am satisfied. By your grace, I am a generous person. And Shanti is Sanskrit for peace. So we can actually, you can join me and we'll just one last time say what I've been singing. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. One more time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And while we're all together, let's take this opportunity to just ask, may this peace that we feel within spread in our neighborhood and throughout the world. Let us emit peace so that we bring peace into the lives of others. And now let's together raise our Kundalini and put on a bandhan. So we come up the center channel. Tie a knot. Second time. The third time. The arch is over the 7 chakras: innocence, creativity, peace and satisfaction and balance, love, collectivity, forgiveness, and then the integration of all those qualities at the Sahasrara. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for joining Dira and I. So the next session is on Monday at the usual time, 7:45 UK time. And if you don't have a mentor, make sure you get yourself a mentor. It's very useful. It certainly helped me when in the early days to have somebody I could ask all sorts of questions. So if you don't have a mentor, get a mentor. Perhaps we'll have the slide now. That's it. So I think there's a form posted in the Zoom chat. What else to tell you? You can join our community in a WhatsApp group. And also there's the link on the slide for all the recorded sessions. So you can see all of these recorded sessions. So is there anything that I've missed? I think that's it. So the next session is on Monday, 7:45, but also every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning is the morning meditation, which goes on for about 35, 40 minutes, I think. And Monday's session is about the void, which is being our own guru, being our own master. So thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
And we'll
Hope
say
you have a lovely evening.
bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
everyone.
Bye,
Oh.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you. Thank you.